I'm Haleigh and this is my story. My mom has been a coach my entire life. For all I can remember, I've grown up in the gym. I first started playing volleyball in the 6th grade, and ever since I haven't stopped. It's been an experience, that's for sure. At the end of my 7th grade year, COVID hit, and it made my 8th grade season very unpredictable. I didn't know how this would affect me, but at the time, I made the decision to go from Owen Middle School to Asheville Christian Academy. Even transferring schools, we still had to wear masks and be distant from each other, and occasionally do online. But the only thing I was looking forward to was high school and being able to play on the volleyball team. Freshman year, I tried out for the volleyball team and made both JV and varsity. We went to state, but unfortunately we lost. Sophomore year, we were 24-0 and won the state tournament. With losing 6 seniors, we still went to semifinals junior year. But it really showed me that we had so much capability the following year. Now, senior year. I've been looking forward to senior year for so long. On September 27th, everything changed. We were supposed to have a game that day. Little did I know that was one of many games we were going to lose. A couple of days before, we had news that Hurricane Haleigh was going to hit our town. We were prepared and knowing that it was going to hit, but had no idea of the damage it was going to cause. At first, they moved our game from Friday to Saturday, thinking nothing about it. I woke up on that Friday at 5 a.m. I looked out my window, and I just knew it was going to be bad. The wind was so loud, you could hear the house shaking, the trees moving back and forth. It was just pouring. About 30 minutes later, I heard my parents running downstairs because the basement was flooding. That is when I started to freak out. We had no power and no service and no water. Time had passed, but the storm only got worse. My parents and I were standing in the front room talking about what we were seeing out the window, when all of a sudden we heard snapping and my dad told us to run. In that moment, I didn't know what to think, and you honestly just don't know what is going to happen. I didn't really know anything about my school until I got service 3 days later. And wow, I didn't even have the words. The neighborhood next to the school was completely gone and in our fields. The building was completely flooded, almost completely underwater. $15 million worth of damage just in the inside and $9 million on the outside. I had no idea what was going to happen. I thought my season was over. 3 weeks later, I got a text from my coach saying that there might be an opportunity for us to play again. This was the best news that I have heard. I didn't know how this was going to work, but I started to have hope. We ended up not being able to play 9 of our regular season games, and we went straight to the playoffs. We didn't have a gym or a school, and we still don't have that at the time. A school near us offered to let us practice and play in their gym. It started off by us driving to Franklin to have our first practice in 3 weeks. The team that we played for semifinals gave all of us a big box full of candy, gift cards, and so much other stuff, and gave our school $10,000. Now for the state game. Going to play for the state tournament meant so much, not only to myself, for everyone supporting me. We weren't just playing for the friends and family, we were playing for a whole community. It wasn't the outcome we wanted, but the amount of love and support shown by everyone, and just getting the opportunity to make it as far as we could, knowing we went through so much to make it there, was everything I needed. This season has taught me so much, not taking things for granted, being thankful and grateful for all that I have, and most of all, we are a family. In the end, playing volleyball isn't over for me. I'm lucky enough to be able to go to the University of West Florida and live out my dream of playing college volleyball. I'm so thankful to everyone who has shown me so much love and support, and for all the encouraging words. If there's one thing I could share, is even through rough challenges and hardships in your life, it's not the end. There's always a way, and that's trusting God.